All right, guys, it is time for your top props of the day here at the Sharp app. First, let's go over the month of March. This is when we started. We started on March 1, and let's go over some of the data. We did overs and unders on these props. The overs were bet 119 times. The unders bet 194 times. We had 29.3 units of profit on those 194 under bets, 9.33 units of profit on the overs. Now we're seeing a significant amount more unders being bet than overs, and we've profited more on the unders. So take note of that. A lot of you, when you're playing your props, you're looking at overs almost exclusively, even if you're not doing it consciously. We tend to like to bet overs. No one likes to root for something not to happen. We want to root for something to happen. It's tough to watch a game have 1.5 assists under and have to watch an entire game waiting and hoping that that player does not get 2 assists. Not a lot of fun, but if you're trying to make money, you're going to find edges more on the unders, and we've done that so far in the month of March. Now, on the props, I'm only looking at 3 different props here in the NBA. I try to keep it to the more simple props, the ones that happen a little bit more infrequently, and by ones, I mean the statistics that happen more infrequently. Points a little tougher to project and to figure when you're doing these props. So I try to keep them to the more simple props. We've got 3-pointers, assists, and rebounds, statistics that don't happen all that often in a game, right? To get 10 rebounds in a game is outstanding. So we're looking at those type of statistics, and I've got good data. I'm using Cash Keg, who just crushes props, and I'm using his projections that you could find over at the DFS Army. And then I'm taking those projections, looking at the props market and just seeing which props I like best based on Keg's projections and some of my own information. Just to give you an idea now, we're looking at 5 of the main sports books that you can have available to you in a legal market: BetMGM, Caesars, Draftkings, Fanduel, and Pointsbet. So far, Pointsbet, 51 bets plus 15.5 units. Fanduel, 90 bets plus 8.7 units. BetMGM, 58 bets plus 11.86 units. Draftkings, we had 29 bets for plus 4.1 units. And Caesars, 85 bets. We actually lost. The only one we're losing on is Caesars, down 1.5 units. So I don't know necessarily if those numbers matter just yet, but we'll keep track of it. There's a possibility that maybe the sports books that are offering the best line, like when Caesar is offering the best line, that could possibly be an indication that it is not a bet that we want to make, but far too soon to make that call. We'll see how this progresses and how this plays out. My assumption is this is all going to be about the same. When I take the Caesars, when I'm giving you the book that I want you to play it at, that is typically going to be, well, it's always going to be the one that has the best odds for that particular prop. Now, there may be other sports books that day that have the same price on that prop. I can only post one sports book. So if Caesars and DraftKings are both showing the same price, of course, you may take the DraftKings if you don't have access to Caesars. But with that said, you guys really need to get access to as multiple or as many sports books as you possibly can so that you are taking advantage. I did this a few weeks ago, just taking a nickel off the price that we were getting at the best price for each one of these sports books, and it was a significant difference. I think it wound up costing something like 9 units at that point in the season, which was like 2 weeks ago. So we were maybe 2 or 3 weeks into these props, and it actually hurt you almost 9 units. So you really want to make sure you're taking advantage of getting the best possible line at the sports book, at whatever sports book they are. So get all of the legal sports books in your state, get access to those, and you'll just instantly see your profits increase. Now, for today, what do I like here in top props? I'm going to give you just a couple. You can read the article. You could go into the app, and on a daily basis, I've got anywhere from 5 to 15 typically props. And like I said, last night, we absolutely crushed plus 9 units last night. So you're going to want to jump back in on these props if you've missed out the last few days, or if you got a little nervous. We did have a couple of losing days in a row, And now we're close to where we peak. I think we peaked at about 41 units. We're at 39.2 units right now. So you're going to want to jump back in, be following these on a daily basis. And like I said, make sure you're going to the sports book that is offering you the best price. Now, I'm going to go with Jason Tatum assists. We've got him projected at 3.73. The prop is 4.5. The under on that is juiced at -105 at Caesars. Now, we mentioned Caesars has not been good to us. We'll see how this one plays out tonight. Doncic, Luka, Dallas rebounds. 10.89 is the number we have projected. The prop is 9.5. Again, this is at Caesars. You're getting plus money here. We think that it goes over, and we're getting the plus money, so we'll take the plus 115. 18.2% edge on that bet. Let's give you one from another sports book. Let's go D'Angelo Russell. This is from Fanduel. Under 6.5, we have it projected at 5.36, -128 on the under, so we're paying a little bit of juice here on Fanduel. Let's give you one from Pointsbet. That seems to be the one that we made the most money on. Damian Jones, Sacramento, rebounds. We've got it projected at 9.86. The total rebounds on the prop is only 6.5, so we love this over at -125. It's the biggest edge we see today at 30.5%. So those are your top props at a few different sports books. To get them all, head over to the Sharp app, and you will see the props on a daily basis, not to mention all the other info we've got there. Hey, guys, subscribe and like this channel. Get the notifications on. We're going to try to post these on a daily basis, but even if the video is not posted, check out the app. It'll always be posted in there, all of our plays. Good luck. I'll see you guys tomorrow.